sika kakra na ubenya no so value bebem nti na ukodwa so a emu ane ye ton 725 kilo 700 Ghana sisi a bedru 350 Ghana eti no
eti minim the kind of meter monko amu use a munya support eti misre yisi monhwe masa ankrofo yi what as minim se bia na e fault na light de who use no eno ana ya utua eti say ye extra fault be na aba and are
supported by any facts. You see, it's jandam. When you say cocoa board sat
18,000 metric tons, you're saying that? You said that?
Sorry, you said that.
You're mentioning about some 18,000 metric tons.
Less than.
Mpanyinfo se baby anyame ma ebo ma pesi no ho na bonsam so matoto mu no. Ye tie ne se ne ma pa o mo ye no. Ebo ebi mu yem.
18%.
Okay.
You are saying that the problem we have today is due to cocoa board sitting on the beans and the prices plummeting. I'm saying that is false. Let's correct that. Let's not do that.
Nobody said.
MPP Richard Ahiagbah Tribima. It has been discovered for all TV3 must say you got some waba mama for what you want. Was that a video from a WhatsApp area? Charge your conversation straight to the news. MPP communicators have to be careful from henceforth because of the reasons the video is going to be about. Now the reason about something is because one very big communicator, this is not Dennis Merkel Sabaji, even though that the last time it was found out for this is Richard Ahiagbah. He was actually the one championing the campaign of Dr. Muhammadu Bamia there. They didn't know bipa, but sana as some non orakano, no yimdino or no yimdin either day, yimdino usa another as some orakano yet because it has been discovered by TV3 and exposed by Martin Kpebu. No, you would have Martin Kpebu know your home. It was just a simple discussion about cocoa and semi. I want for water to a drain as but you could see that the MPP in the baby and work abandon this wash or can share. Because the reasons in the NDC abandonment share about the Obama 65 million, I was that 25 into because of that into on Yaza, they are fit to even talk on TV shows. On the Martin Kpebu catching a day. That man some no look at that. Oh yeah, that as an Indian, what would you see? What about a cocoa bond 1 ton mama business? And also Walankasa Richard Ahiagbah. So Wankasa will business or to the man as big as cocoa bond. No, Wankasa with that. Will you tell me that Obama over say 80,000 plus metric tons or but now just waiting for a good price? In the room to be. Inti atuna we training in there. The reason why cocoa board is going through all this suffering is because of mismanagement being no nye adibia na cocoa board working. On the matter people said he took his time and he found out at Cocoa Marketing Company CMC. Nanka or pay all the facts clear. Sana sama Richard Ahiagbah looking na yanakwar. Now including every MPP communicator bia as something yanakwar. Because the fact is that what all their books shows there what more than 80%. But the people who claim it there on Yada Sama and NDC for a Canadian. Only that Martin Kpebu decided to walk through and to take the right decision. Because Sabaya, Wabaka some was told on there. Enyuano, another Emuha was Sibakawasam Sibakawasam Bafa, as the Dama no Wakaudo. Or Chinebini if you would know ye, no why Chumamanching. On the Martin Kpebu said, that man a monotin is just because of Ochinebinti. Ebufu sama MPP fu de wo Ghana kroma for a long time inti on pede da ma about you inti no to da ma na mo no inti oro makwana ma Richard Ahiagbah on ma ye dede nkasa ntumfu nwa manfulin hey you could see that this could not even be stopped by the TV3 hosts. And some or a serious power, but what's in common if you be able to be what you're doing, it has all been captured by TV3. Yakon Akachin continues, Baba K. Share video in the form of your WhatsApp, Nivea, Chawad your comment section.
They said that Ahiagbah and Co are now grandstanding. The time they were in office and we were telling them how to engage, they didn't listen. Today they are grandstanding and saying we should engage. But the key thing, you see, with what the Catholic Bishops Conference have said, I've not seen them acknowledging the fact that, look, it's not the case that cocoa board sat on the cocoa and the prices plummeted, like Ahiagbah is saying. I think that particular point, if I haven't said anything at all this morning, what I want to make clear is that that statement is not supported by any facts. You see, it's jandam. When you say cocoa board sat...
18,000 metric tons, you're saying that? You said that?
Sorry, say that again.
You're mentioning about some 18,000.
I said less than 18%.
Okay.
You are saying that the problem we have today is due to cocoa board sitting on the beans and the prices plummeting. I'm saying that is false. Let's correct that. Let's not do that.
Nobody said
that is what you said. That's your main problem.
No, we're saying that it's a trading decision.
Yes, and we're saying that you are wrong. You are misleading us.
So that 18%, you don't think that you should make a right decision on it if that's what that's the fact?
No, you said the majority of it. You said we sat on the beans.
I'm saying that
you said we sat
you
on
have
the
made a
beans
trading decision that is gone bad. That's it.
No, that they
and then also you had the opportunity to even forward sale. You make your point.
Yes, so the point you want to burst your bubble. Look, I've seen it on social media. Your communicators have been lying all over, saying that we are in this crisis because the beans were not sold at the right time. And I'm saying that is false. You've been saying all this. Do you have any RTI from Cocoa Board and Cocoa Marketing Company confirming this? How do you go out into the public saying that this problem is due to the fact that we sat on the beans hoping that the prices will go high so that we'll sell at a higher price and then plummeted? That is what your communicators have been saying. I've seen Miracles Abuaje, I've seen this in the MP, some other MP. Right? I've seen all of them lying to the public. Why do we do this? Listen, you guys lost an election. I think the MPP still don't get it right. Look, Richard, you are that much educated, a lot of tertiary education. I have some. Why do you, and then millions of Ghanaians do, why do you think that after losing an election, you should straight away go into propaganda? It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so
we are not. No,
answer the question. The question is what is on the board. Answer. Talking about me is not the solution. No, the answer is on the board.
Yes, the only point I want to address is the Jandam, because I've seen that when we put out too much data, then the main problem gets misdiagnosed. We are saying that the MPP's diagnosis of this problem is false. It's Jandam. They say that we are in this crisis because Cocoa Board sat on the beans in the hope that prices will go higher so that they can cash in, and then instead the prices plummet. And we're saying that is false. Over 80% had already been sold. That is it. I have been in touch. You know, it's a cocoa marketing company that sells, right? There's CMC. Guys, I've been in touch. You know, there's a MD Wisdom Dogbe. They said, look, they had sold this. They had sold this. So it is false when MPP comes. Look, listen, it says, look. Let me show you. It says that CMC, a subsidiary of Cocoa Board, responsible for selling of cocoa, actually sold more than 80% of the cocoa before global prices plummeted. And MPP is all over town deceiving citizens. Answer
the question.
So the problem, what I'm saying is that so right now this whole debate is being fueled by propaganda, Jandam. That's what I'm saying. You even go and bring cocoa, you go and hire people, right, to come and demonstrate. Some of them say we are not cocoa farmers, so we're giving 200 Ghana, 20 Ghana to in Sefi, and now in at the Cocoa Board headquarters. Why do you do this? You lost an election. Take your time. Listen, with time, Ghanaians are very savvy. When we see bad governance, we know. It's not when you artificially create bad governance. It's like you are in a hurry to create a big scandal. I've seen some of the people say, oh, the cocoa price haircut is the biggest scandal. No, take your time. Be constructive. You think if you were to, you see, this morning, if you had left out...
Question. You are not answering the question. You are just talking around the matter. You said they have reduced the price. That's the issue. And the farmers are demonstrating because the price has gone down. You are not addressing that. You are talking to me. I'm not a cocoa farmer.
I've addressed it. Let me repeat. I've addressed it. I'm saying that the farmers, if they are engaged, if the figures are put on the table, everything laid bare, they would understand. But they haven't said that last week.
It's an engagement that we talked about as well, that you are saying has to be done.
Last week we even did so. We said that no, government should engage the farmers, do this is stakeholder consultation, let bear the figures, and they would understand because they are also Ghanaians. They are Ghanaians, so that when prices are better, they will get better payment. But right now, as I said, the key thing we are suffering is that these MPP guys are fueling the debate with false data. They come and say, we are in this crisis because Cocoa Board sat on the beans and they didn't sell at the right time. Meanwhile, they don't have any statement showing when the beans were sold, when the prices had plummeted. You don't have data. And you keep saying it all over social media. It started last week. I even had professors sending me this false data. I looked at that professor. I said, well, I know his track. Of course, I'm not mentioning it. But I know where he came from. The professors sending me. No, I'm saying that
you're not answering the question.
I've answered it.
What is the answer?
The answer is that we will engage. No, don't worry.
You will engage. You are part of it.
I said we should engage them. Yeah, we are Ghana. I'm Ghanaian. So if Ghana
no, what you said is not like Ghana. You said we will engage.
Yes. Yes, as a citizen, if my government engages the farmers, it covers all of that. So engagement will be done. And I'm sure even the engagement is good because at that engagement, then once again, it will be hammered home that this whole debate has been fueled by false statements. No, that's the first point. So let me continue. I hope I have 2 more minutes to wrap up. You remember 2 weeks ago, Randy Abe, was... so let's give you further details. Say by the time the market collapsed, Cocoa Board had received about 580,000 metric tons of cocoa and already sold 530. So 530 had already been sold. Honorable referred to it. 530 had been sold before the prices plummeted. So their whole argument, the debate, the social media debate with the Jandam collapses. Because their key point, and I'm saying that if you haven't heard this morning, just hear one point. They say we are in this crisis because Cocoa Board didn't sell at the right time. We are saying that before the prices plummeted, 530,000 metric tons out of 580 had been sold. So where is the argument? So is it the 50,000 that's the crisis?
50,000 is what the new price will be from.
Exactly. Stop deceiving us. Stop deceiving us. We don't like this propaganda. Let's build this nation together. So having mentioned that the Jandam has been exposed, the bubble has been burst, including all their professors who are giving false data when they haven't verified from Cocoa Board, right? And the cocoa marketing companies, specifically the company that actually does the sales, right? Remember, the Cocoa Board sits at the top. It's cocoa marketing company that actually sells. That's CMC. Now, next point. So you remember Randy Abu was here 3 weeks ago. He projected, and I have the soft copy. Maybe we should project it again. Honorable read the figures. You saw how the MPP administration turned Cocoa Board into a road construction company rather than concentrating on cocoa. Yeah, you saw the contracts. The contracts were for cocoa road construction were suffocating Cocoa Board. You use all the money to be able to do political things so that you would gain votes at the peril of Cocoa Board. And today, the chicken have come home to roost. They've come home to roost. You'll not accept responsibility, but you come to grandstand. Come to grandstand when you actually caused it. Having created this problem with your redirecting Cocoa Board, derailing Cocoa Board from concentrating on managing an efficient cocoa buying and regulation system into a road construction company that was spending recklessly, including awarding some of the cocoa roads to what? Chairman Wuntumi. Remember 2020 elections, etc. You saw it. Chairman Wuntumi, Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. You see cocoa roads awarded. They were distributing like Kose or Kulikuli, free, anyhow. And now the chicken, including Baumia's brother, he's called Ibrahim Baumia. He was also giving the cocoa contracts, sole sourcing. It came at social media. We bashed them, sir. Then people came and said, oh, he's a contractor, big-time contractor. All those contracts, Chairman Wuntumi, Ibrahim Baumia, etc. That is what we are reaping today. So please, I agree that the MPP should be the last to do grandstanding on this. When you want us, you see, you want us to support you, come on the positives alone. When we see negatives, we know. It's true that, look, when a new government starts, there's a lot of goodwill, right? And then when they perform, it can last. If they're not performing with time, it will dwindle. But when you are too much in a hurry to erode the goodwill, then we see that you don't really mean well. All you are looking for is political power. You think we cannot see through the difference if you just concentrated on the good? Oh, let's push forward this way. Let's push forward. We are also responsible. We want to hold so that we go forward. You think that message, we don't know? We know. But where your emphasis is on the negative, which turns out to be Jandam, you will stay in opposition far longer. Take it from us.
Now, when Attorney General enters the court, he doesn't decide or determine when the case will be called and when the case will end. It is the judge. So the priority or the patriotism that we are asking from the Attorney General, we need to be asking the same patriotism from the judiciary. Now, Shadia, take your time and watch this. One document we hear. Where cases are Attorney General, they are court. Now, share time omudi case in the court. Now share the AC. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? Follow this with me. Case Republic versus Wontumi Samra Boy. Case no. Charges no almost filing the October 6th, 2025. And almost filing our charges no court. Do you know when they started the trial? Almost filing charges no October 6th. October, November, December, January. 4 months later, on the 12th of January 2026, and a court can say almost started trial. Almost filing case, charges, filing, Attorney General filing on the 6th of October 2025. Case started on the 12th of January 2026. Now, case, almost a prosecution, a closing the case. How many weeks does Chairman Wontumi need to come and also close his case? Any other tia? So check case bako. This is what the court in a determine way you and your Attorney General in a determining way. This is the court determining this. This is the court's their pace. Now go to the second case. Republic versus Chairman Wontumi. That is a Nimri Forest case, Case, Attorney General filing case, the 7th of October 2025. Ebesine, yen started trial, So you are angry. A juvenile who expected from Attorney General, now the court